For those of you who don't know my story, I am an actress and I live in LA. And I was just working and whatnot, and I had some problems with like my stomach and stomach pain and everything, and problems going to the bathroom and whatnot. And so I'm like, you know what? And I kept getting sick. Like it was hard for me to get out of bed, and I would get sick when I was on set and when I was acting, and I'm like, this can't happen. I need to be able to focus on my work and not worry about being sick. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on because I'm 20 years old and this shouldn't be happening to me. Like, I'd get winded going upstairs. I'm like, I'm not out of shape. I'm dance and whatnot. And I'm like, it just became really hard for me to do normal, everyday stuff without just feeling like crap all the time. I went to a doctor, well, a GI doctor, and I explained to him everything that was going on, and he, from what I told him, like, there's no colon cancer history in my family at all. So he kind of ruled that out. He's like, I don't think it's colon cancer from what it sounds like, but what I do think it is like some like Crohn's disease or some weird, he just listed off like 20 different diseases and that all take place in the colon. And he's like, none of these things have cures. So I'm like, well, great. Am I going to have to live with this for my entire life? I don't know about that. And I got a little scared. And so he scheduled me for a colonoscopy. Did the colonoscopy, found out that I had a tumor the size of an orange in my colon, which is pretty awesome, I guess. And then the next day he called me, he's like, oh yeah, that tumor is cancerous. So I have colon cancer. But the cool thing is, he's like, it's curable. So he called up my parents and told them what happened and told them what he found. And my parents flew me back home to Wisconsin for treatment. And I was just thinking, oh cool, it'll take a month, whatever. I'll get my tumor out and I'll be back on a plane to California. Not quite. So once I got back to Wisconsin and I met with my doctors, they did a bunch of tests on me and they found out that what we thought was stage 2 colon cancer was actually stage 4 colon cancer. And that my cancer had spread to my lungs and my lymph nodes. It's kind of more scary than it sounds, being like, hey, I have stage 4 colon cancer. I guess it's a little bit, I think the words are more scary than it seems like. My port, which doing it in the bathroom in the mirror was the best way that I could do it. Sorry about that. Normally I'm against it, but only way I could figure out to do it. But my port is right here, so like they had an incision to put it in, and then like it's just this tiny little thing that like just my finger covers it. You can't really see it, like, and then so that's how they put it in. And then there's a vein that runs right up here and enters right here into my neck. You can see it like over my collarbone. But so that's how it goes into my body. So like they'll stick a needle in here, and then the medicine will go through the vein and into this vein that it's inserted into. And that's how I receive my chemo. Like, I'll try and outline it for you. Like, it's just this tiny little thing. Yeah, it's really bad, but it's a circle. And then it goes up. This is blue eyeliner, by the way. There. I'm having chemo done right now. Normally on a chemo day, I go to labs, and they will insert a needle into my port, and they'll draw my blood, and they'll do blood work, which is basically where they look at all my counts. They'll look at my blood count levels, mainly like my white blood counts. That's really important. And then like my red blood counts, and they'll look at all my vitamins and minerals and everything to see if I'm deficient in anything. And I meet with my doctor, and we talk about what happened in my last round of chemo and how that affected my body, and we go like basically day by day and how I was feeling and if I had any side effects and whatnot. We talk in depth about everything. If I was sick or nauseated, if I had a fever, which last time I didn't have a fever, which was great. I didn't end up in the hospital. But I'm typically only in the hospital on the first day of my chemo, which is today. I'm in there for I'll be here for 6 to 8 hours just getting chemo. I have 3 different chemo drugs, and each of them take about 2 hours a piece, sometimes a little longer. I will paint my nails and read magazines and watch TV, sleep. It's fun. Good way to spend a Friday. But anyways, so I just got my second drug. Right here, see? There is fluids, and then the drug that they just hung up, and then on the other side is the one I finished. But machine that monitors it, it's kind of fun. Yeah, so that's basically chemo, and yeah, I have tubes, and it goes into my port that's accessed right now. Through 6 hours of chemo, and I finished. I slept through most of it. It's typically what happens. But now what happens is I have this pump hooked up to me. It's still through my port, which is just the line's wired under my shirt. And then I get to take this home for the next 48 hours. It's going to be giving me medicine at home. Basically, it just says how much has gone into me already. They just started it, so not that much has gone in yet. And then the other side is the rate that it's going in at. It's going in at 1.3 milliliters per hour. And this is the medicine. And I have 52 milliliters in here, and this will take me until Sunday at 3 o'clock. And then once this medicine's gone, my pump can get disconnected, but so it's just wired through, and it goes under my shirt and up to my port. And so I just carry this with me wherever I go for the next 2 days, and I get chemo that way. And this way I can go home and I can go do whatever I want. Like if I can go to the grocery store or anything, it doesn't matter. Day 2 of my treatment. Yesterday I was in the hospital, and so now today I have just my take-home doggy bag of chemo. Okay, but it's cool because I could do basically whatever I want. I'm actually sitting in a car right now, and I'm in the driver's seat, so I'm driving. Well, technically I'm parked, but I could drive a car, which I drove to this parking lot, and I'm going to the farmer's market, yeah, to get food, because I can eat, yeah. Getting chemo for the next 36 hours, I think. Something like that. Nice. Math's not good, but something like that. I know at 3 o'clock of 24 hours. But here, if you want to see what my pump's at now. It's at 21.6, and last time it was at 4, something like that. So, I've gotten meds since the last time I showed you that, and then I have this really itty-bitty tiny bag of chemo, there's nothing in it, but, yeah, but there is. It's funny because it makes noises, and half the time I don't know if it's my stomach making noises or this thing making noises. My stomach likes to talk. It's fun to listen to it, especially when you're bored. Maybe I'll make a video on that when it's really talkative. I'm still on chemo, but you want to see something cool? This is what I do while I'm on chemo. Puppy! Hi! Yeah. We go to the puppy store and we play with all the puppies. Look at this little guy. Hi, puppy. Come here. Hey, that's my shoe. Yeah, aren't you a cutie? Come here. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that little stereotype of, oh, you have cancer, you have chemo, you've been in the hospital. Nah, I'm playing with a puppy. Guess what? I have 2 puppies now. See? Come here. Hi. Aren't you cute? Look, you want your toy? Aww. Is your sister not sharing with you? Check it out, I got new shoes. They're like all graffitied. Quite awesome. Hey, play with me. And what do you think you're doing?
The one's chewing.
That's my pants. Hey you, Mr. Puppy Face.
The female's chewing.
Come here. Come here. Hey, aren't you cute? Yeah. Yeah. Look. You're on camera now. Isn't she adorable? Hello, boy.
Just slid on the floor again.
Hi. Yeah, that's your sister. Hey, that's my shoe. Get my foot. Get my foot. Come here. Come here. Hi. That's my hand. Yeah. Can you jump up? Come here. You're not big enough. But you're still adorable. Come here. Can you get my hand?
Kelly, you should grab a copy of the name on your tags. Give a breeder.
Hi. Oh.
Can you get a picture of one of their tickets?
Yeah, I will. If they let me. You try. You're so close. You can get up here. You're so close. So the last time I did chemo, I painted all of my guests' fingernails blue for Jude. And I made a deal with my nurse, Will, saying that if he could give me chemo in my next round, he would let me paint his fingernails. So
you asked for me, and I was busy.
This is
in
Will.
lab, so I didn't get a chance to give Allison chemo, but I let her paint my nails today.
We got a heart on this one and a smiley face on that one.
So thanks, Allison. Good job.
Just finished, which I got 2 days ago, and I was able to take it home with me and just do whatever I want. And so I've just been sitting here for a couple hours, waiting for my pump to finish, getting fluids. You can see my pump is at 52.1, which I just had to be at 52. I think there's just like an extra ounce or something in there. Yeah, there's actually 53 milliliters, but it only has to be at 52. And then, yeah, so I'm doing mint mayonnaise for Talia today. And I will show you when I'm done, because I'm not finished yet. And I'm watching Princess and the Frog. Yeah, my dad's sleeping, and my little sister. I'm going to do her nails too, and my mom's over there. But, yeah. So I'll get disconnected from my pump shortly, and then I'll get some anti-chemo meds, basically anti-nausea stuff, a shot to boost my white blood cells, and everything. Just finished my chemo and my chemo meds, and I got a shot in my stomach for my white blood cells, and I'm good to go. So I get to come back in 2 weeks again for my 4th round of chemo. And I painted my nails. They're kind of bad because I didn't clean them up yet, but I got their mint for Talia, and I'd made a little Dory fishy, and then the rest have bleeding hearts and a yellow ribbon for childhood cancer. Now we're at Buffalo Wild Wings. It's one of my favorite places to eat after chemo. And I just finished it a couple hours ago, and then it's kind of like a tradition that after I'm done with chemo, I get Buffalo Wild Wings because it's delicious, and that's what I'm craving. I don't know why. But it's kind of loud here, so yeah. We get some deep fried pickles and wings. Awesome.